Three, two, one. Good morning. TikTok has become quite an interesting place for recipes, and some recipes become viral, which is exactly what we're trying today. Let's start. The first thing we're trying is the California roll sushi cucumber salad. First I sliced up a whole cucumber, then I cut up some fake crab meat. I haven't tried it before, it was interesting. A bit of avocado, some mayo, then I added some cream cheese, some sriracha, some wasabi, and sesame seeds. Now I didn't add the sesame seeds because I forgot, but I added them later. Now when I tried it, it was interesting. It wasn't the best thing I've ever tried. I think I put way too much wasabi in it, which was my bad. But yeah, overall it wasn't very good. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it wasn't very good. I mean, I don't know. I definitely expected something more of it, which I guess... I mean, it's not much to expect from a cucumber salad. It was definitely not something I would do again. The next thing we're gonna try is the garlic butter melting cabbage. First I seared the cabbage wedge, then I moved it to a large baking dish, then to a pan I added a bit of butter, some onion and garlic, then I added some chicken bouillon. I was supposed to add a chicken broth, but I couldn't find any for some reason, so I just added some chicken bouillon block and some water. Then I added some heavy cream. Then I added some parmesan, some chili oil, and some oregano. Then I cooked it up a bit so that it could thicken up a little, because it was very wet. And poured it over the cabbage, then put it in the oven. I don't know how long it was there. The recipe didn't specify, so I just put it in 150 for like 10 minutes. And then I cranked it up to 200 for like 5 minutes. Now when I tried it, it was surprisingly good. I didn't think there is much to expect from a cabbage, but the sauce was very good and it went very well with it. And it was somewhat cheap to make, though it was very fatty because of the heavy cream and the cheese, which was a lot. But yeah, it was pretty good. The next thing I tried to make was this Oreo lasagna, for which first I crushed up some Oreos. I put them in the pan, then I melted some butter and I poured it over and then left it sit in the fridge. After that, for the second layer, I got some cream cheese and some powdered sugar, which I kind of just mixed until it looked the same as in the video. And then the lady said to add a Cool Whip, which I have no idea what that is. I checked, apparently it's the closest to it is just whipped cream, so that's what I added. Then mixed it up again and set it to the side. Now the last thing was the cream, which I don't know, I guess I didn't add enough chocolate pudding powder to it, so it was very liquidy. So to make it set a bit, I tried to add some cream cheese and some powdered sugar to it. It looked somewhat better after that, but it was still very liquidy. Then you add some crushed up Oreos to it. Now to assemble it, you get the pan, you put the cream cheese and whipped cream mixture first, and spread it, then you add the pudding with the Oreos. After that, some more of the whipped cream and some more crushed up Oreos on top. The second I tried to plate it, it just turns into a wet slop. It just never set any more than this, no matter how much it stayed in the fridge, so not sure what went wrong there. Overall, it's not like it tasted bad. Obviously it's gonna taste good, it's mostly sugar. So yeah, it did taste good, but it was very liquidy, so for that it wasn't very good. But the taste was good. The next thing I tried are these tortilla cinnamon rolls. And to make them, you need a tortilla, you add a bit of butter. Now she brushed the butter into the tortilla. I realized I don't have a brush, so I used a fork. Then she added some cinnamon sugar, which I also don't have, so I just added cinnamon and sugar. Then I rolled it up and cut it into little pieces. And then I put them in a little oven-safe dish, poured a bit of melted butter on top, and added a bit more cinnamon and sugar. Then I baked them at 200 degrees for between 5 to 10 minutes. After that, for the glaze, I added some powdered sugar, very little bit of milk, and mixed it very well. Then I poured it and let it sit on the side. I've never actually tried cinnamon rolls, as far as I could remember. They're not really a thing around me, but I've been curious to try them, and I'm not sure if I can judge how close to the original they are because of that, but they were very good. If that's what cinnamon rolls taste like, I would eat them if they were around me. Yeah, they were very good. I might even make them again in the future. They were very good. The next thing I tried was the famous lasagna soup recipe. I sauteed on medium heat a bit of onion and a bit of garlic. Then I added some minced meat. After that I added a bit of salt, a bit of pepper and some oregano, some tomato puree. Then I added a jar of marinara. I added a block of chicken bouillon and some water. After that a bit of heavy cream. And then crushed up some lasagna sheets and let it cook. It took about 15 minutes, I think. After that I cranked up the heat and I added some cheese. Now let me say, soup is a very big stretch to what that is. Which maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have added more water to it, I don't know. I don't know if it was wet enough to be considered a soup. I don't know if it was as wet as it was supposed to be. Based on the video, it was pretty much close to what it was. But yeah, it was very good though. I really liked it. Maybe it was the best thing today, which obviously it is essentially just spaghetti bolognese, but with a bit of a twist, I guess. It was very good though. I really enjoyed it. And the last thing I tried was ice cream with olive oil and salt. I didn't film making it because it's really just that. It's just vanilla ice cream, a bit of olive oil and a bit of salt. That's it. Trying it, I guess, maybe it was the big hype on it or something, I'm not sure. I expected so much more from it. It was really just oilier ice cream. It was very disappointing, if I should say. It wasn't bad this year, but yeah, no, I wouldn't be making it again. It was really nothing that special. And that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can hit the like button, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment, you can follow me on social media, all the links are down in the description, and good night!